Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy blackmails Carter over one-night stand with Daphne. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers predict that Daphne Rose will kick up her efforts to seduce Carter Walton during the week of January 20th to 24th. But just how far will this scheme go? Daphne has no qualms about chasing Carter and could even land in bed with him down the future. If Daphne is as irresistible as she thinks she is, then Carter may cave in and have a one-night stand with her. Of course, terrified sorrow could follow if Carter knows he screwed up and still wants to rescue his relationship with Hope Logan. This could give Steffy Forrester the leverage she needs to undo all the LLC takeover drama. Steffy may finally reveal that Daphne is her Forrester plant and explain that this has all been one huge conspiracy. Perhaps Steffy will blackmail Carter over his relationship with Daphne and vow to tell Hope about it unless he surrenders Forrester authority. Once Carter discovers that Daphne's interest in him is phony, he may be even more determined to keep on to Hope. Plus, Carter won't want to harm Hope after all the lofty promises of love and dedication that he's made her. Carter might ultimately determine the best solution here is to file the required LLC registration and put the company back in the Forresters' hands. That could leave Hope wondering why Carter made such a quick change of heart, but he can pretend he just realized it was the proper thing to do. However, there's no assurance Steffy would keep her mouth shut once Forrester power was restored. Steffy may go against the pact they made and yet achieve her revenge by disclosing the full terrible story to Hope in the end. Whatever the case, BNB fans should anticipate Hope and Carter's relationship to come with some shockers in the following months. Thanks to Steffy and Daphne's alliance, big turmoil is building that could damage Carter and Hope's future as a couple. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers claim Hope and Carter could be destined for a separation down the road, so keep with us for more love predictions and updates on all the tumultuous events to come. Ted King previews Bold and Beautiful shocker as Lee literally stabs Jack. Plus, how we know he's not Luna's dad. Talk about a terrible turn of events. When Bold and Beautiful's Jack got a text from ex-wife Lee, he hoped that it may be the first step toward a reconciliation. Instead, he found himself facing yet another round of infidelity-related accusations, as well as suspicions that Finn wasn't his only illegitimate child. Still, his portrayer, Ted King, warns that the biggest shock is still to come. Last week, Lee took matters into her own hands by using the preserved liver of Tom Starr and a conveniently lying around sample of Luna's blood to assess whether the two shared a biological relationship. Having deleted the late rock star from the list of potential Luna daddies, Lee instantly bumped ex-hubby Jack to the top of the list. When confronting Poppy with her idea didn't achieve the intended consequences, Lee summoned Jack via SMS, leaving no hint as to why she was doing so. By week's end, we'll know whether Jack fathered Luna. But before we get to the big reveal, there's the minor matter of Lee taking a blood sample from Jack. And that's where things get truly nasty, because the determined doc is ready to do whatever it takes. She literally stabs Jack to draw his blood, King explains to TV Insider. The three of us are conversing while it's all going on, he sets up, adding that in order to achieve her goal, a bit of backstage input was required. I was talking to Wardrobe about what kinds of jackets Jack could wear where this could happen quickly, he adds. Jack can't be wearing a suit jacket because it won't pull up on his arm fast enough, because she rips his sleeve up and shoves a needle into his vein. How do you do that quickly? It's not simple, so we had to work all that out in rehearsal beforehand in one of our dressing rooms. Meanwhile, something else King stated during his discussion with TV Insider clearly clued us into the notion that Jack won't be named as Luna's dad. In discussing the show's approach about a comeback, King said they inquired whether he would be willing to do several episodes in December. Glad as we are to having both the actor and character on our screen, as much as we hope they'll return down the road, it is impossible to conceive that their present run would wrap that swiftly were Jack proven to be Luna's dad. All of which left us assuming that the truth will, as we've suggested multiple times in the past, prove far more surprising. Paging Dr. John Finnegan. Will what occurs next put Steffy and Finn's marriage to the ultimate test? Hope's revenge will destroy Steffy's marriage on Bold and the Beautiful. The drama in Los Angeles is heating up, and this time, Hope is bringing the flames. With secrets, conspiracies, and seduction on the horizon, Steffy's seemingly perfect existence on The Bold and the Beautiful is about to undergo its toughest test yet. Let's dive into the meaty details and speculate on the ramifications. Steffy's dangerous game. Steffy's strategy to use her friend Daphne to break up Hope and Carter's romance is a reckless move that's likely to backfire. While Daphne may succeed in building a gulf between the pair, the truth has a strange way of surfacing in the tight-knit designer world. When Hope hears about Steffy's underhanded tactics, she won't just be angry, she'll be out for blood. This isn't the first time Steffy's plots have caused upheaval, but targeting Hope's relationship with Carter crosses a boundary. Steffy had already shattered Hope's love tale with Thomas. She's not going to sit back and let her rip Carter away too. Not without getting some serious revenge. Hope's answer will be strategic and methodical, and it's evident she's setting her eyes on something greater, Steffy's husband. Turning up the heat on Finn. Hope has tried to attract Finn previously, but her efforts fell short. However, this time, she's coming with a new strategy and an evident drive. Hope understands that Steffy's Achilles heel is her marriage to Finn, and she's eager to exploit it. Pulling out all the sensual stops, Hope is determined to make Finn view her in a new way and plant the seeds of doubt in his mind. The tension between Hope and Finn is destined to cause ripple effects that could shatter Steffy's marriage. Will Finn resist Hope's approaches, or will her charms be too much for him to ignore? Either way, Hope's daring moves are likely to shake things up in ways that will leave everyone reeling. Will Hope win in the end? If Hope succeeds in her revenge plot, the results will be terrible for Steffy. Not only will her marriage be on the line, but her reputation as a schemer will also come back to haunt her. On the flip side, Hope's actions could lead to unexpected repercussions, producing even more drama and heartache. That Logan blood really does go deep.
B&B spoilers. What exactly is Bill Spencer doing with Luna? One of the most complex stories on The Bold and the Beautiful is that of Luna Nozawa. She breezed into town as a young intern at Forrester Creations, and after 6 months of as lovely as can be, everyone learned that Luna is a particular type of lunatic. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Daddy dearest, all Luna ever wanted was a family, but her mom, Poppy Nozawa, refused to divulge any information about her biological father unless there was a chance that it could be Bill Spencer. The one thing that Dollar Bill likes as much as his money is his children. Thus he was along for the roller coaster ride. Eventually, it was found that Luna had switched paternity tests and Bill was not her father. This left everyone to believe that Tom Starr was in truth her daddy. Luna knew that Tom had spent years reaching out to her, so she eventually poisoned him to remove him fully out of the picture. B&B spoilers. The shortest jail term ever for murder. Luna eventually confessed to killing 2 people, and that earned her a spot in the county jail, and this is where things get bizarre, even for a soap. Somehow, Dollar Bill has gotten the young woman who is not his daughter released. She is on house arrest on Bill's property, ankle bracelet and all. Bill had ordered that she keep hidden since absolutely no one can know that she is there. But why exactly is she there? She set her mother up for the killings that she committed to, and at the time, Poppy was Bill's girlfriend. They have since parted, but nonetheless, why is he more devoted to Luna than the woman who he claimed to love? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. What is Bill Spencer doing? Bill claims to feel empathy for Luna, but their interactions don't read that way. He is rude, and seems to have a lot of rage simmering beneath the surface. So why is Luna his problem now? Why is she at his home, and why on earth is he trusting her at all? Some fans are questioning if this is reminiscent of that time when he played Sheila Carter to bring her to justice, but it doesn't look that way, at least not yet. Why do you suppose Bill has Luna stuffed away on his property? Holy moly! Bold and Beautiful movie in the works. Get all the deets here. Are soap operas finally receiving their due? For one thing, we're finally getting the first new daytime soap premiering in almost a quarter century, with CBS Beyond the Gates airing at the end of February. And now we're getting a soap opera documentary taking us behind the scenes of The Bold and the Beautiful. Filmmaker Matt Wolf is directing the documentary called, very simply, Soap. Wolf's helmed a number of documentaries over the years, with his two-part HBO project commemorating the life of Paul Rubens, the next highly awaited film. Pee-wee is himself slated to appear at this year's Sundance Film Festival. And it's no wonder he opted to zero in on the Bell family dynasty founded by famed soap opera founders William Bell and Lee Philip Bell, who produced both Bold and Beautiful and The Young and the Restless. Son Bradley Bell has long been showrunner and head writer of Bold and Beautiful, which also happens to be one of the most successful soaps in the world. So filming a documentary focusing in on it surely seems like a no-brainer. When I first visited the set of The Bold and the Beautiful, Wolf told Variety, I was blown away by the Herculean effort that goes into bringing these stories to life. It's a fascinating and unexpected universe that is perfect for a documentary. You don't have to tell us twice. Heck, that's pretty much the basis of cult 90s comedy, Soap Dish. And now we'll finally get to witness a real-life behind-the-scenes movie about daytime drama. Likely, it probably won't be half as bonkers as the Sally Field/Kevin Kline feature. At least we hope so, for the sake of those who create Bold and Beautiful, but it's likely to be just as amusing. Wolf went on to thank the Bell family, the actors, and the staff for welcoming him. Production company Amplify Pictures is financing the film, and, as CEO Joe Lewis explained to Variety, soaps have built universes that generations have escaped into. But the world behind the camera is just as fascinating as the drama on screen. He went on to call the project an epic look at this significant, but often overlooked cultural institution. We couldn't have phrased it better ourselves. Soap fans have been well aware of how amazing the genre is, both on screen and off, for as Lewis pointed out, generations. And now ideally people who might have been contemptuous of the genre will give it another, more understanding look. We'll be sure to keep you updated with additional details as they come out. But for now, we're pleased to have a soapy new documentary heading our way. B&B spoilers Thursday, January 23rd. Hope and Carter walk into a trap. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Have Steffi's plan coming together just as she desires. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Will Steffy Forrester get the last laugh? Hope Logan and Carter Walton still can't believe they got someone like Daphne Rose to design a scent for Forrester Creations. It's their fantasy come true as they bend over backward to satisfy her while giving themselves a pat on the back. Steffy Forrester Finnegan observes the whole affair in enjoyment. She has these suckers convinced that she truly wants to work for them and will be on her best behavior. Daphne and Steffy had a nice laugh about their strategy, which is functioning well. Hope and Carter suspect nothing, and Daphne is sure that Carter will be putty in her hands and end up in her bed. Right now, Hope thinks the perfect man is devoted to her. But all Steffy wants is to see more pain for Hope because she didn't interfere with her love life enough last year. Steffy assures Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes that her great plan is going just ways she envisioned. Ridge and Taylor decide to trust their crafty daughter. B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa bond over at the Spencer Mansion. Dollar Bill Spencer continues to hide Luna Nozawa from the world. With all the time they're spending locked up in Bill's big OL home, Bill and Luna realize they have a lot in common. Or at least that is what Bill thinks. Bill and Luna explore their terrible pasts and what caused them to commit some of the horrible things they have done in their lives. Luna confesses her guilt for killing two men, but is she merely playing Bill? Would she still kill Bill or anybody else who gets in her way of happiness? When Lee Finnegan soon learns who Luna's real father is, she might be in for quite a shock. Especially when Lee can't find Luna in jail where she belongs. Should Steffy stop making excuses for her father on Bold and the Beautiful? Steffy is always cutting her father too much slack. But how much is too much? Steffy is one of the hardest women on the Bold and the Beautiful. She doesn't shy from revealing her very honest opinions about the Logans. But when it comes to her father, Ridge, she's too gentle on him. It's time for her to stop making excuses for him. Rewriting history on B&B. Steffy had a lengthy chat with her husband, Finn. The two chatted about their parents' love relationships. Steffy is still focused on that childhood fantasy of her parents getting back together. She says their family is whole when Tridge is united. Steffy said that her father wasn't there for her when she was a little kid. She altered history by suggesting that he was too preoccupied either chasing Brooke or Taylor, when in truth, it was Taylor who wasn't around for much of Steffy's life. She was continually in and out of her children's life because she couldn't bear Ridge being with Brooke. Taylor missed out on major events and milestones, whereas Ridge was present for every one of them. Steffy stated he didn't back her like she wanted him to, but she's delighted he's standing with her now. She also explained to Finn that the trauma she suffered from her father's undivided heart was what pulled her to Liam. Now she has a committed man in her life and wants the same for her mom. Give It Up Steffy has endured all this pain in her life due of her father. She doesn't know where he sparked the Logan Forrester hostilities. Ridge is also the reason why she had confusing and complicated romantic relationships. Steffy cuts her father too much slack. She should be harsher on him. It's okay for her to have a critical and nuanced opinion about Ridge, including his love life. It wouldn't affect their connection. In fact, it would make their father-daughter tie even stronger. Steffy would ultimately outgrow this childhood vision of wanting the perfect family. It would also push Ridge to develop and move on from his waffling habits. Both of them need to heal and grow. Shockingly, Hope has done something that Steffy has never done before, and that's declaring her mother deserves better than Ridge. It's time for Steffy to do the same. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa murder shocker. The Bold and the Beautiful rumor mill has been claiming another murder will shock Los Angeles shortly, and everyone anticipated that Luna Nozawa would be guilty. After all, she's already got a couple kills under her belt. But new B&B spoilers reveal Luna could potentially be the person who gets slain. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa in danger. Bill Spencer is playing a deadly game on Bold and Beautiful by keeping Luna's release a secret. Her life is literally in Bill's hands, and if he wants to keep her alive, he has to keep her hidden. Once news comes out that Luna Nozawa has been released from prison, there will be a queue of people outside the mansion with pitchforks demanding retribution for her victims. Sheila Carter was close to Tom and Hollis. She may seek to avenge her former staff members. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest the walls are closing in on Bill Spencer, and it will only be a matter of time before Luna is discovered hiding in the shadows at his house. Since Bill elected to make Luna Nozawa's release a secret, whoever finds her is going to be scared to death. Imagine thinking a killer is sitting in prison, and then discovering her lurking under Bill Spencer's bed. B&B spoilers. Liam Spencer's shocking discovery? Rumor has it Liam Spencer could be the one who finds into her ex-sister. If Liam inadvertently finds Luna cowering in a cupboard, his first thought is going to be that she is armed and dangerous and escaped from prison. Of course, Liam will defend himself and try to take her out before she takes him out. Will Bill Spencer have to call Poppy Nozawa and explain that he signed Luna out from prison and his son accidentally killed her? Do you think that Luna is in danger because Bill isn't informing anyone she is there? Or is she in just as much danger? Finn shuts down Steffy's idea. Bill's red flags for Liam. Lee Finnegan urged Poppy Nozawa to confess she slept with Jack Finnegan and ranted about always sense humiliation from her sister. After Lee brought up what happened between Jack and Sheila Sharp, she took a joke at Poppy being one lover of many. Since Poppy was close to Jack and had been cagey about Luna Nozawa's father from the get-go, Lee was sure of her notion. Jack showed in after being summoned by Lee, who confused him with some comments about his dirty little secret. Once Jack realized Lee was accusing him of sleeping with Poppy, he protested about her paranoia and felt sad for Poppy being treated this way. Both Jack and Poppy tried to convince Lee that she was wrong, but she kept her position and demanded an fair admission. Lee snapped about Jack being Luna's father and demanded him to disclose the truth. At the Spencer estate on Tuesday's BNB episode, Luna bolted and hid whenever Liam Spencer arrived up. Liam quizzed Bill Spencer about the door being locked as it never happened owing to all Bill's security. Liam also expressed reservations about Bill working from home so often and becoming a hermit. Bill's attempt to explain it away as wanting me time just made Liam more suspicious. After Bill indicated he had everything under control, Liam questioned what exactly he meant by that. Bill managed to cover, but Liam wondered maybe this was about Luna. At the Cliff home, Steffi Forrester delivered John Finnegan news about her return to Forrester Creations. Thus, he suspected this was related to her scheme with Daphne Rose. Finn believed it was better if he didn't know the facts, but Steffi assured him that good would triumph over evil. After Steffi accepted, something wonderful came out of this since her parents were back together. She wondered whether Finn's parents may reunite, too. Finn thought the ship had sailed for Lee and Jack's romance. Although Finn regretted that his mom and dad had divorced, he believed Jack had wounded Lee in the worst manner possible with his Sheila deception. The bold and the beautiful spoilers indicate Lee will await the paternity results shortly and find out if Jack is Luna's father or not. So remain with us for further predictions on the test outcome and updates on all the shockers ahead.
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.